Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 11th installment of the Hardcore Ironman episode. I'm super excited for this one. There is heaps of progress, like all the other previous episodes. If you haven't already watched them, go ahead, go back, look at the entire series and see just how quickly this account is progressing. Even from this very opening clip until towards the end of the video, huge upgrades, alright? So stay tuned. Chuck the video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Let's get straight into it. Starting off here, we did a little bit of Shadow Reef. I was just trying to gain a little bit of money and experience as well. So with that being said, here comes our first level up. This is 93 invention. Next up, I finished my weekly penguins. This is a distraction diversion you can do once a week. It resets here in Australia on Wednesdays. So I always try and do it every single week. You can get quite a lot of experience. You get huge and large XP lamps every single time you do it. You can get between 60 to 100k experience depending on your level. But here we go. I used these lamps on Herblore. This was the final level for me to boost to finally unlock overloads. Huge, absolutely huge thing to unlock on any Ironman account. Overloads are seriously a huge progression towards the end game PVM that I'm hoping to get towards. So with that done, let's move on. And here we go, making my very first overloads on the account. Almost brings a tear to my eye, you know. It's like watching your first newborn baby take its first steps, and yeah, I couldn't be prouder as a father to these overloads. So overloads done, super impressed. Now this next clip coming up, you may have already seen on my channel. This is some absolutely stupid RNG I got at a Raxor upon very first starting it. I'll just let the clip play out, and I'm very sorry for anyone who goes dry on this. That's right, 13 kill count, base pet at a Raxor. This thing is stupidly rare. I didn't exactly want it, but I will take it. I would have preferred a unique item. I don't really care much for pets. But yeah, 13 kill count, and I'm sorry. With all of the bosses and PVM I've been doing every day for my Reapers, it allowed me to save up enough Marks of War to finally purchase the Reckless Aura. That's the ranged version of Berserker and Maniacal. So now I've got all three Zerk Auras and I'm pretty happy with that. So every day when the game resets, I go straight to a Raxor because my Enrage has, reset. It becomes a lot easier to kill. So there's quite a lot of a Raxor in this episode. But here we go for another drop. This time we got the bottom leg. I believe this was my first drop at a Raxor, and I was super impressed with that. So I started on the bottom path, obviously being the easiest, and as my skill and gear upgrades in this episode, you'll see me on the other paths as well. Here's something I probably should have done a lot sooner, but it doesn't matter because we've done it now. This is me rushing through Shattered Worlds so that I can unlock the Bladed Dive ability. I'd say from start to finish, in order to get the 63 million anima required for this ability, it took me around 2.5 hours. So it's incredibly fast. You just go from your lowest world, go all the way up, and then rinse and repeat. And here we are actually purchasing the ability from the shop after we have farmed all of the anima. I really wanted this ability so that I can start to do Big Game Hunter, and it makes it a lot easier to have Bladed Dive as well as Clue Scrolls just zooming around Gillinor. So very happy to have Bladed Dive done, and in case anyone's wondering, yeah, it took about 2.5 hours. For this next clip, I used an Extreme Invention Potion, and then I headed to the workbench. I wanted to just get as many of these done as possible, just to gain a couple of free experience levels, as well as unlocking stuff like reduced charge, having more storage, and a couple of other useful bits and pieces that will help at a lower level anyway. So and in order to make the extreme invention potion, I needed chin chomper residue. So for that, you either need to get lucky at the trapper from player owned farms, or you actually need to go out and hunt chin chompers until one of them hops into your backpack. Righto, so here we go. Here's a little bit more spider. And before you call me Spoon Shop, just know that at the time of making this video, I'm currently very, very dry on items. So RNG definitely does, it evens out. But there we go, Araxi's Fang. This is the item required to make the Noxious Scythe. It is my only hilt at the current time of making this video, but at the same time, I'm pretty happy to have the scythe done first. So I was pretty overwhelmed, and let's keep moving forward. Righto, next up, we are opening clue scrolls, trying to find some fortunates. I'm trying to get enough fortunate components so that I can make the alchemical hydrix. I don't even know how to say that word. Alchemical hydrix. Oh, that was actually pretty easy. Anyway, and that's what's required to make the Essence of Finality necklace, the EOF, and that's what we're grinding for in this episode as well. Now, a little bit of backstory on this clip. I accidentally used my last dose of Extreme Invention, and I didn't have another chin chomper, so I had to spend 5.5 hours hunting chin chompers myself. I finally got one. I took it to the farm. I had a female. I needed a male so that I could breed them, and I was fortunate enough to get a male. So note to self, just be very careful drinking your last dose of potion. But here we go. Without any further ado, I am making the alchemical hydrix. This was used from doing my reapers over time. 300 reaper points gets you a hydrix. And then you combine that with the fortunate components, and then you use some onyxes on it, and then you repair all of your hydrix jewelry, like your soul's amulet and your reaper amulet. And finally, I'm ready to boost, and we're going to make this thing. So I'm finding the spices. You need 99 crafting to do it. I'm 93, so I did the +6 with the stews. I love these stews, you already know that. And so once all of your jewelry is fully recharged with onyxes, you can create the Essence of Finality necklace. With this necklace, it allows you to store the special attack of any weapon in the entire game. And then when you have that amulet equipped, whatever weapon you're using, that special attack will scale up. So for example, I put a Gothic Staff in there, which is normally a tier 60 weapon, but I'm going to be using it in this episode with my Hellweir wand, which is a tier 85 weapon, which will then make the special attack at tier 85. So awesome necklace. So happy to have it. It's an endgame item, and yeah, I can't wait to test it out. Another week goes by, another chance for me to hunt some penguins, and for this time I'm using it on farming. You might be thinking, Tuckshop, why aren't you using it on Herblore? Well, at the moment I really need some farming levels and I need them ASAP. What I just got is 85 farming, which will allow me to +6 and get the Fellstalk, which is at 91. So once all the levels have been boosted, here I am planting my Fellstalks. I'm also using the Herb Protector from Invention. It requires level 104, and this guarantees that your herb patch will not die. So with the Fellstalks in hand, I created unfinished Fellstalk potions, used the Morchella mushrooms that I've been hunting every day for the Zygomites. I made some prayer renewals. Then I had to head to Myla district in Prifddinas, unlock the potion recipe. As you can see here, I'm going for the Holy Overloads, which requires both Fellstalks and regular overload potions. And here we go, I'm making them now. So this potion is particularly useful for two reasons. The first being it will turn a 4-dose overload into a 6-dose flask. And the second being you get the benefits of the prayer renewal. So incredibly happy to have holy overloads. I'll definitely be using these for PVMing in the future. So having done all of my farming and tree runs every single day, as well as checking my animals, I had enough scraps to finally finish the master farming outfit. This is combining all the 3 different types into one. There are incredible benefits of this outfit. and I am actually very relieved to get it done. I will always be using this for my farming runs in the future. In this clip, I'm spending my 80 hunter marks from doing Big Game Hunter. I'm gonna buy myself a dinosaur egg. I'm hoping for a Melatops or something like that. That's not great. Well, here we are back at a Raxor. I'm currently sitting on a bottom leg, a middle leg, and a fang. I'm hoping that we can get a top leg. There it is. Top leg done, which means it's time to make the noxious scythe. I'm actually incredibly happy with this. My KC for this one was around 143, I think, just off the top of my head. About 143 kills. I did get the fang super early, but the top leg was about 100 top legs, and I did it on 1-3, which is the darkness and the spider minion paths open. It's arguably the hardest path, and yeah, I did not have fun doing 100 to get this one leg, but it's done now. I won't complain anymore, and let's make this damn thing. First thing I'm going to do is instantly disassemble my Dragon Rider Lance. This gives me the components I need for Aftershock, as well as giving me my perks back and a little bit of experience as well. But I won't be needing a lance anymore, considering that I am about to make my noxious scythe. So first we make the spider leg, and then we attach the fang. And that, my friends, is the Hardcore Ironman tier 90 weapon. Headed on down to the old workshop, slapped a augmenter on it, put those perks back on it as well. There we have it, guys, the noxious scythe. This will help speed up some of my Raxor kills, and as well it can be used for Slayer, Shadow Reef, pretty much anything. This weapon is fucking awesome. Next up, I got invited to do a little bit of necks with one of my mates. I didn't get anything, but... Oh! You got 2 of the plate legs. Next up, I have been doing quite a lot of barrows. Currently 300 chests dry. I'm looking for the Forsaken Amulet so that I can use that in conjunction with 56 Archaeology to create the Darok's Momentum. And what this does has the Berserker's Fury relic, so really it will do a little bit more damage when my HP is a bit lower. But I am just so sick and tired of barrows. There could be worse things to go dry on, I know, but at this point I just want to get this goddamn necklace done. Up next we have the creation of the dinosaur hide, the body. I had been using Royal Dragon hide before this, so quite a significant upgrade. Plus I can augment this, so that's now full dinosaur. It's going to help me a little bit more when I do stuff like necks. Up next, I decided to try my luck at Talos. I've just been doing very low casual streaks, a little bit of pushing, not quite ready to get the Warden title, but possibly hoping for a little bit of a spoon drop early on.
Not even overloaded. Only pussies fucking overload. 7:19, probably a world record, I wouldn't be surprised. Pretty good loot.
Up next is a clip from my stream of me doing one of my Reaper tasks. This was Hellweir. For current items at this boss, I've gotten the Wand, Orb, and 2 crests.
Oh, baby! That's our last crest done, boys. Say hi to YouTube!
So with that drop, I was able to upgrade from the Lunar Helm that I was currently using, and we made the tier 80 Magic Helm, and this is the full outfit. The only thing from Log I'm missing now is the pet.
Yeah, that's full Saren. That's upgrade from the Lunar Helm. Pog.
Up next is the completion of the Light Within, or Within the Light, one of the two. With this quest, it allows access to the Saren spellbook, which is spells like Intercept, which I'm going to use for future PVMing.
Sheesh! Grats me immediately. Excuse me, I've just accomplished something very good. I'll accept my congratulations right now. Thank you, thank you.
And the last clip of this video is me hunting down a couple more of those pesky little fortunate components. I'm doing the sandy clues from the beach event that we had this month. A little trick here, if you don't like the clue step, you just destroy that specific clue, and then when you go ahead and reclaim it from the girl that's at the beach here, it will give you a brand new clue with those current steps already previously completed. So what you just do is you just destroy them and then just go ahead and only do the ones that are at the beach, so you can get nice, quick, fortunate components. Well guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far through the video, make sure you absolutely finger the like button like it's a first date with a girl called Stacy. But anyway guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Heaps of progress in this one. We got some gear upgrades, did a couple of quests, some skills, all the good stuff, and I hope to keep progressing this account in the future. Come watch me live on Twitch, and if not, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace!